As a very small company, we're not afraid to try anything. Just because we've never done it doesn't mean we can't. We did some research and we took them out on some problem areas, and they did really well on the multiflora rows, and then we trucked them over to another stewardship property that I had, and they ate a bunch of bittersweet over there, and that was great. Once we've decided on a site, we come in and set up the fence, which is the big labor investment for us. For this particular site, I spent over 5 hours just carving a hole to put the fence up. Once the goats arrive, then they go to work.
Let's go. Come on, go.
Big Larry.
Come on, Larry. Come on, Marco.
Goats really enjoy almost all of the invasive plants that we have. They love kudzu, they really like porcelain berry, they like myla minute. Invasive species are plants that are typically non-indigenous. They were brought in from someplace else. You can start out with a very diverse native collection of vegetation, and within a few years, most of the invasives can occupy the site to the point where it's almost a monoculture. Because you lose the diversity, you limit the habitat value for a large variety of wildlife. A lot of people these days are getting more conscious about their herbicide usage. I can be very target specific and deal with a single cut stump as opposed to trying to blanket an area with stuff. So I can cut the chemical use down, I get rid of the collateral damage. Goats can go places that people and machinery can't. This very steep slope here, they're going up and down it without any trouble at all. I couldn't even walk through it. Just because I can get a machine up and down the slope doesn't mean that I really should be. So if you're churning up the soil, you're not only exposing it to erosion, but you're also digging up seed that's in the ground and exposing it and allowing it to germinate. The goats are pretty light-footed and they really don't tear the ground up much. Because of the way their digestive system is put together, coupled with their mouth shape, they grind up the seeds. So unlike cows and birds and other animals, you're not just fertilizing your seeds and dropping them in the ground. They're good at interrupting the seed bank, which is important with a lot of our invasive plants because they have very long seed viability. You can do just as much damage with a goat as you can with any other method. A small space with lots of goats can be totally defoliated. So I look for native species. You know, is there more here to save than there is to get rid of? That's a terrible place for a goat. I'd love to be able to take credit for inventing this, but it is so old, it's so primal. People have been herding goats around for, I don't know, 10,000 years. So there's a rediscovery of really old technology that's really fun.